for the field to head out onto the circuit for race number 2. We might have a chat to one of the drivers in the field tonight. We've seen him competing in real-life motorsport in the Kumo Super 3, third tier of supercars competition as well. Very good evening to Jono Beikoff. How are you going, Jono?
Evening, guys. How are you going? Good to join you.
Really, really good. You've been a regular competitor in the Just Send It series. How's your night going so far?
Got caught up in the first one shenanigans, and I was one of the people who had to pit at the end of lap 1 for damage. So I actually came 4th out of those who pitted in that race, so just off the podium.
That's a very positive way of looking at it, but no doubt you'll be looking for a big charge forward in race number 2. What are your thoughts on this Indianapolis road course?
It's very different. It's particularly in these older style car of the future Commodores and Falcons. It's the turn that you need on the car is not quite there, so you got to slow it down quite a fair bit to hit the apex and to power out. But to be honest, just to be involved in the series every Tuesday night's a real thrill for me. So loving being involved, and hope to do a Scotty McLaughlin at Indy where they all go off sort of Stephen Bradbury style, and I come through and take the win.
Well, we are at Indy, so you never know, it might just happen. Now, as we mentioned, you're one of the people who has had the opportunity to drive a supercar in real life as well as in the virtual world. As somebody who has had that experience, are there many similarities that you can take out of the real life racing and translate it onto the sim?
The biggest thing is your racecraft and concentration level. So, and if you have the right sort of sim setup, the braking can be very similar, and how you apply the power can be very similar. But you know, obviously the G-force isn't there, which we all know about, but iRacing is a very great platform which gives you the opportunity to do racecraft. The car is very consistent with how a real race car would be as the tyres wear off, as the track grits up, things like that. So from that perspective, it's absolutely the best stim out there in terms of that style of things. So I've been on iRacing for almost 10 years now, and when I have been racing, I've used it as a really good sort of training platform for me, and obviously you see now all the big V8 guys and everybody doing it as well. So if anyone's on the fence about getting into iRacing, I highly recommend it, and the best place to start when you get into it is Just Send It every Tuesday night, because it's a good chance to have a lot of fun and lick the stamp and send it, as they say.
Certainly is a lot of fun. I can see there in the background of that camera shot that you've got a scale model of the AU Falcon that you race. Your dad actually raced that car in the Super 2 series, and he even won a race at Wakefield Park back in, I think it was 2005 or thereabouts. So good to see that you've got a scale model of that car on display as well.
Yeah, good memory, Lockie. I was there and I sort of helped steer him to that in the reverse grid race. So it's very good. Dad and I, we love our motorsport. We're very passionate. We're fans through and through, and we're lucky we get the opportunity to race the car, occasionally when we can afford it as well. So, great memories of that car. We ran it in Super 3 at Queensland Raceway last year, which was a lot of fun. We hope to hopefully one day soon this year drag it out again for another run. Really had some great feedback with the old AU Falcon. Sort of a bit unloved when it was in the main level series, but old school Project Blueprint car which didn't handle as well, flames out of the exhaust and things like that, and not as much aero as the current car, so you had to sort of muscle it and wrestle it around a little bit to get a good lap time out of it. Bloody good fun, so hopefully we'll get to do that again one day, and Just Send It's a good warm-up for that.
So just finally, before we let you go and get ready for race 2, I can see that you've got some sponsors there on the board in the background. Anyone in particular that you'd like to thank?
Can't do this without Turbo Brisbane, Rifle Pets Management, Lotus R Us, JR Web Solutions, and my family and friends watching in Brisbane at the moment. I know you guys are watching. Thanks for tuning in, guys. They tune in every week, and it's really great to get the opportunity to chat to them on Just Send It. So, and really appreciate all the admins and all you guys in commentary as well. You guys do a great job. So it's really great to be involved, and thanks very much. I really appreciate it.
All right, good stuff, Jono. Go well in race number 2. There he is, Jono Beikoff, who's carrying one of our webcams tonight. We've got the warm-up session underway for race